G'day, Paul Mollica from Wealth Key Property. Welcome back to the ABCs of property. What I'd like to talk to you about today is the B, the building itself. What sort of building are you going to invest in? So in any given suburb, there is an established capital benchmark, and it goes from a low to a high price. In some suburbs, an extremely high price. What we always look for in a building is the midpoint or somewhere just below that. It gives us some room to move, it gives us some room to buy value. If you're buying the most expensive and the best house in a suburb or a street, you're really at the mercy of the market. You can't add any value to that building. There's also the question of affordability, especially in some of our capital cities at the moment. So the other thing that is worth considering is the land value around that property. Because in some areas, the land is a postage stamp now. In other areas, you've got room to add granny flats, you can do duplexes and small developments. And this all puts upward pressure on price, particularly if it's an established area. The third thing I'd like to just point out to you is what tenants want. So we've got established capital benchmark, what is the land value, and can we add value to the building with a bit of sweat equity, maybe a renovation, but also what tenants want. Once we've discovered an area or worked out that an area might be suitable for an investor, one of the first things we do is, rather than going to the salespeople that want to sell us property, is we go and have a chat to the leasing managers, because they're the eyes and ears on the ground. They understand what tenants want, so what might be desirable for tenants, what the supply and demand is, if there's any sort of scarcity, what the vacancy rates are, and they also want an ongoing relationship. So they're really handy, and like most of us, they don't want to work any harder than they have to. So particularly in cheaper areas, they know what places to stay out of. They will vet tenants very hard because they don't want trouble. And as a landlord and an investor, neither do you. I hope this helps, and happy investing.